Hey guys, I'm Ricky from the Smalls RV Adventures, and I have a question for you. Has your city water connection ever overflown your fresh water tank? Stay tuned. In this video, we're going to talk all about what just happened to me at Timothy Lake Resort. This week, while at Timothy Lake Resort, I woke up to like a loud pouring sound. Couldn't quite figure out what was going on and what I was hearing. But what I do know is that it sounded like water. So I get up, I'm walking around the entire rig, and I didn't find any water. I opened up the front door to the rig, and I was in a puddle of water on the ground outside the RV, nothing inside the RV. And I'm like, did we get washed away? Where are we? The water was coming out of my fresh water tank. This little valve right here, that's where the water was coming out. Couldn't believe it. I didn't know how the water was coming out of there. I didn't fill it up, but somehow the water was coming out of here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to figure that out and how to fix it. When your rig is hooked up to the city water connection, there's a valve inside of there to let it go straight to your faucets to give it pressure. Sometimes that pressure may be too much going around in that loop just to feed the faucets in your rig. There's a valve inside of that tanking system that connects to your freshwater connection. Sometimes that valve doesn't close, or sometimes the water pressure pushes it open and the water goes directly into your freshwater tank. So with the city water on connected to your connection, your water on through the spigot is gonna keep flowing. And if that water is, if it's enough pressure and needs somewhere to go, it's gonna go right into your fresh water tank because that valve is gonna be pushed open. Now, when your fresh water tank fills up, what happens? You have an overspill port where the water comes out. And that's where the water was coming from in my RV. Luckily, I met a guy inside Timothy Lake that showed me how to resolve that problem, and I'm gonna share that with you guys. So thank you. Didn't get your name, but thank you for helping me and showing me how to solve this problem. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Here are some quick tips on how to solve your problem with the city water connection going into your freshwater tank. Step 1, remove your hose from the spigot. Turn off the water. First, you want to turn off the water before you remove your spigot. You don't want to do that. But turn off the water, remove your hose from the spigot. Step 2 is to go into your rig and turn on your water pump so that you have pressure inside your fresh water tank to throw the water to the faucets. Step 3, turn on some of your faucets. You got to get rid of the fresh water. One time I was driving and I had the fresh water tank full and I didn't even know. So you have to check the your fresh water tank, the sensor, to see how much water you got in there. But turn it on and run some of the faucets. Flush the toilet a couple of times so you can get rid of the water. This rig is a 40-gallon holding tank for the fresh water. So you just have to open up the valves, keep that water running. What step are we up to? Step 3, check your water levels. As soon as the water goes away, it's gonna go all the way down, and it's gonna stay empty. You can turn your faucets off, but before you turn your faucets off, you want it to spit a little bit. That's the air coming out of the line. That's how you know there's no more water in your fresh water tank. Sometimes the tank reads empty, but it still has a little water. So let it go for maybe a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Let it spit a lot of that water out. Then you can turn off your faucets, turn off the water pump. That's simple as that. Once you do that, it's all over. The valve should close again. There's something in there in that water system, like a valve that opens and shuts to allow you to use that fresh water tank. And when that valve remains open for whatever reason, the water pressure or whatever reason, if you fill up your city water, it's gonna go right into the fresh water tank. So in conclusion, quick steps. Turn off the water. Take out your hose. go inside your rig, turn on the water pump, open the faucet, drain the water out of your fresh water tank by opening the faucets. Check your water level. That should do it. Remember to run the air, some air out of your faucets before you turn off your water pump. And don't forget to drain your pipes. You have to, not drain your pipes, drain your tanks before you leave. Because the water that came out of that fresh water tank is now in your holding tanks for your fresh water and your gray water and your black water. So you want to go to the dump station or use the dump station at your site and get rid of all that excess water. This has been a quick tip, DIY, do-it-yourself procedure from the Smalls RV Adventures. $0 to fix. This problem most times fixed by itself. So if it works for you, $0. Click the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment if you had this problem and this helped you, you know. Keep watching. Have a great day. I'm Ricky, Smalls RV Adventures. We out.